So here we have a rather unique Sea Harrier, one that actually caused an international incident. This is ZA-176, which is now housed at the Newark Air Museum. It entered service in 1981, December the 16th, and then 2 years into its service, on the 6th of June 1983, it was flying a routine flight from the aircraft carrier HMS Illustrious, taking part in a training exercise off the coast of Portugal. 2 aircraft were sent out to find a French carrier, and the pilot, Lieutenant Commander Ian Soapy Watson, had a bit of a problem. He had an avionics failure, and he couldn't find his way back to the carrier. The radio had died. So it wasn't looking good for him. So he scanned the horizon looking for anywhere to land, having now flown over a main shipping lane. And he spotted a Spanish container ship, the Alrego. Now, his original plan was to eject near it and be picked up, but he noticed that it had a flat cargo, actually a base plate that was being taken to the Canaries for a giant telescope. And he realized he could possibly put down on that. So he managed to bring it in, much to the surprise of the ship's crew, and landed on it successfully. 4 days later, the ship made port, and there was a bit of a row by this point. Bearing in mind Gibraltar was a bit of a flare-up at this point, and it took a bit of diplomatic work to get the aircraft back, including the British government paying the shipping company £570,000 compensation. So yeah, that must have been an interesting discussion. So the aircraft was originally an FRS-1, but it was upgraded in the 1990s to the FA-2 standard. Now, the biggest giveaway of this is the larger nose. It's longer and more pointed. It's now got the Ferranti Blue Vixen radar, which was used and developed into the Tornadoes and Eurofighters radars. And it was a massive leap forward over the old Blue Fox radar. During the Falcons, some pilots actually found, shall we say, that it was lacking. Some of them even preferred to use their eyes rather than the radar. Now, additionally, the cockpit was upgraded. It got a digital upgrade, so the old analog dials were replaced by multifunction displays, or MFDs, and the pilots got improved HOTAS, hands-on throttle and stick system, making it easier to manage everything. It still required, however, massive multitasking. Pilots were actually having to use all 4 limbs at once to control thrust, stick, nozzles, and rudder. Basically, it's like playing the drums while balancing on a tightrope, while flying forward at speed. Yeah, wasn't an easy aircraft to fly. Now, it also was upgraded weapon-wise. The good old Sidewinder missiles were retained, but it could now fire AMRAAM missiles, giving it a beyond visual range capability. And it was also still capable of both ground attack and naval attack using the Sea Eagle anti-ship missile. Plus, of course, it still had its cannons. Another big improvement on this was the bubble canopy, which gave much better visibility. Although it did have a problem that all the glass did lead to a bit of a greenhouse effect, making it rather hot for the pilots. And one of the things that they actually did in service was to actually stick post-it notes to the inside to actually act as sunshades. Yeah, lovely low-tech solution there. So, very interesting little aircraft, which also gained the ability to air-to-air refuel. Hope you've enjoyed that video. Let me know what you think, and look out for more in the future. See you soon.